Righty ho, Sandy Point. See, just been down to Long Point, and it had the black diamond on for Hector Campground, or what I thought was the little one off the side. I'm too scared to do that on my own. And now it's on this as well. This is down as difficult. I don't know what side trip means either on the sign. Anyway, probably could have filmed that at the campground, but never mind. We'll see. Maybe I'll drive back and film it. I thought it meant that down to that campground was like black. Anyway, right, what are we doing? Sandy Point. I have done this before. The track in does not have. I don't know if I even did the whole track actually. I think it might have been pre kind of track filming, wandering newbie. But yes, I'll film this. I have stayed here before with the kids a year and a half ago, but it has been done up, so we're coming back to refilm because it's different. And for example, I can tell you now that this track in has been graded. It's definitely been ploughed, shall we say. Could be a bit slippy in the wet. You're not going to fall off the side, but it is covered in clay looking stuff. It's all a bit orange, isn't it? Anyway, I'm on my own today, so let's get this show on the road. So far, I'm not even in low range, but I might have to change the low range shortly. It's definitely not the smoothest road in. The one down to Long Point was definitely smoother. And obviously bushfires came through here a few years ago now. Do you remember the man when we were camping down here 2 summers ago? The Forest Fire Management came round because they were looking at the campground to come up with plans of how they could improve it. So that's how I knew that they were going to improve these. And he said, give it a few years for all this new bush growth to come. And then he said, you know, in the summer you might not want to come down here, especially if we've had lots of hot weather, because it's going to go up real quick if the bushfire comes through. So maybe next summer after. Anyway, recommend the garlic pizza in the Brisbane Brewery. Bakery in Brisbane is awesome too. Tell you what, petrol, goodness me, I went past the BP petrol station and it was $2.37 and I was like, I'm not paying $2.37. It was $2.29 in Lakes Entrance. I was like, I'll carry on to Orbost. Got to Orbost, $2.47 and I needed petrol, so I had to pay even though it was more expensive. But you know, if it keeps the petrol station there, that's why you've got to pay a bit more sometimes for places that are a bit out of the way, isn't it? Otherwise they go under. Anyway, this trip has cost me absolute fortune. So I put $160 in before I even left. And then I put another $50 in. What was I? Lakes Entrance? I don't know, somewhere around there. Put another $50 in, and that literally did nothing. And then I've just put another $50 in, and at the moment, well, we're just over a quarter of a tank. I've got 387 kilometres left of petrol. So I'll probably need even more to get home. Crazy. I can't afford the petrol. Diesel. Absolutely crazy money. $260 so far. On a trip that should have been one tank of petrol of $140. Sucks. Anyway, what can you do? I either stay at home or I get out and about and pay the money. Just means that I maybe might not get out and about as much as I want to. Might just go into low right about now. Break. I don't recall thank you, car. Took a while to click in there. I just quite like having the engine braking behind me. That being in low gives me on some of those things. So, oh, I can't see the map or anything else for that matter. Not far off. I've seen hardly anyone. Been out since Thursday. There was nobody in any of the campsites at Lake Tyers. There was nobody at Long Point. So my guess is that there's going to be nobody here. We shall see. I can't remember what I'm talking about. The descent down into this campground is steep, which is why this is 4-wheel drive only. Like, this is all pretty tame. Yeah, it was rough in places, a little bit steep there, but it's not exactly difficult, but the drop in will be a little bit steeper. Definitely 4-wheel drive only. Be interesting to see what they've done, because they've obviously graded everything, and over at Long Point I remember the track being a bit more defined. The whoopsies aren't as big as what maybe I'm used to driving over, but we'll see what they've done. So last time I was here there was a picnic table and there was a fire pit, but there was no drop loose and there was only room for 3 kind of camping areas. So we shall see what they've done. Me and the kids had a great time here. We came when there had been about a week of rain, and when we got here the snowy was raging, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a crappy week with 2 children who can't get in the river because it's too dangerous. And over the course of the week we watched the river level drop by, gonna say, a metre. So the day after we arrived it was kind of good enough for the kids to get in one little corner bit, and by the end we were getting in the full river and floating down on floaty toys with life jackets on. It was amazing. I've never seen a river change in height so much than I've seen from the snowy. I mean, it happens everywhere, but it was a massive amount of water. Okay, we are nearly at the descent. There is wood, but it's starting to be a bit hidden by the undergrowth now. I remember, because of the bushfires, obviously loads of these trees have fallen down, but still totally burnable on a campfire. Okay, we are, put a gate in here too. These gates are new, obviously. They're signifying, I suppose, this is the start of the crappy bit. Gear 1 is so slow. Let's take it nice and slow because I don't know how slippery it's going to be. So yeah, so gate at the start. I have seen a 2-wheel drive get to there and then park up, but they were people who were rafting, I'm going to say, down. See, I don't think there's enough kind of decent whoopsies on these. I like to have a whoopsie, like here's a vague whoopsie, to be able to go, ooh, slow down, and go the next whoopsie. It's just straight down, which is all good and well, but I wonder, after a good few heavy rains and more traffic, how that's going to fare up. Anyway, this is nowhere near as bad. Not that it was bad last time. Still 4-wheel drive, like it's steep. Fond memories. Right, let's see what we've got. There's the new toilet. 2 new toilets. What a view from the toilet. I'm sorry, but right, surely that has got to be one of the best views ever from a toilet. I might just go down a bit more. There we go. Okay, let's have a look. What has changed? Not a lot, if I'm honest. Last time I was here, camped here. There's this nice flat bit all along here, obviously back there, so you could fit a fairly decent group to here. it depends what you're after. I think in terms of beauty of the river that this is a nicer spot on the river than Long Point. If you've got kids, I mean, my kids had a whale of a time here, but sandy Long Point has that big sandy area that they can really, you know, get going in and run around. Going this way? I don't know how to get to that other bit. We'll see. I don't know if this is the right way. How do I get over there? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yes, they've made this way bigger. Okay. So all of this is new. You can imagine it looks a bit muddy. Look at that for a spot. Wow. And the snowy is looking real, bar the tannins, it's looking really clean. Okay, how do I get down there? I'm about to drive off some little, I want to run over, put all those plants in. Oh God. Picnic table. Is this a dead end? Oh, who knows? Gonna drive down there. Yes. So this is all new. They've flattened all this out. It's definitely different. Wow. Okay, loads more space. You could fit, like you could have a group down here and a group up there, and you probably wouldn't even know that each other was there. They have not put any new fire pits in, by the looks of it. I'm gonna go. I don't really want to drive through all that sand. Go back this way. Oh, that would have been all right. Oh, it's just beautiful. There's a little spot there as well. How do I even get up here? Oh no, you wouldn't want to camp there. Oh, beautiful. Let me get out and take some pictures.